ਇੱਕ ਓੰਕਾਰ ਸਤਨਾਮ ਕਰਤਾ ਪੁਰਖ ਨਿਰਭਉ ਨਿਰਵੈਰ ਅਕਾਲ ਮੂਰਤ ਅਜੂਨੀ ਸੈਭੰ ਗੁਰ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ ਜਪ ਆਦਿ ਸਚ ਜੁਗਾਦਿ ਸਚ ਹੈ ਵੀ ਸਚ ਨਾਨਕ ਹੋਸੀ ਵੀ ਸਚ। ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਦੀ ਹਾਜ਼ਰੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਬੈਠੇ ਹਾਂ ਤੇ ਹੁਣੇ ਪੰਜਵੀਂ ਵਿਸ਼ੇਸ਼ਤਾ today in the presence of Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji we would be discussing the fifth Visheshta, the fifth speciality, the fifth importance of Sukhmani Sahib. Sukhmani Sahib, a hymn composed by Sri Guru Arjan Dev Maharaj Ji, starting from page Ang 262 and ending at about 296 of Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji. Now we would be focusing on a very special importance of Sukhmani Sahib Ji. The entire Guru Granth Sahib is almost based on the aspect of the karmas, the deeds that one incurs over a period of time in his life, and the deeds which are taken from the past births. In this lecture, I will be drawing some references to some examples to be quoted as to how the past birth karmas are reflected in this birth, and how Sukhmani Sahib and a spiritual master, a true spiritual master like Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji or the 10 Paatshahiyaan or people equivalent to the 10 Paatshahiyaan, how they can help in redeeming these karmas. Redemption of past birth karmas is also a speciality of Sukhmani Sahib Ji. प्रभ के सिमरन पाप पर हरे, प्रभ के सिमरन दुश्मन टरे, प्रभ सिमरत कछ बिगन न लागे, प्रभ के सिमरन अन दिन जागे। जा तू मेरे वल है ता क्या मुशंदा, तुद सब कुछ मैनू सौंपिया जा तेरा बंदा, लक्ष्मी टोट न आवई खाए खर्च रहंदा, लेखा लुक 84 मेदनी सब सेव करंदा, ए वैरी मित्र कीतियां ना मंगे मंदा, लेखा कोई न पुछई जा हर बख्शंदा, लेखा कोई न पुछई जा हर बख्शंदा, आनंद बया सुख पाया मिल गुरु गोबिंदा, सबे काज सवारिया जा तुद बाबंदा. This is Pancham Paatshah's line from Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji. लेखा कोई न पुछई जा हर बख्शंदा, प्रभ के सिमरन पाप पर हरे, प्रभ के सिमरन दुश्मन टरे. Now these lines indicate that if it is the wish of the Almighty, then and only then your lekha, your previous births karmas, based on which your present births karmas are written, and based on which your present births fruits are also written, they would be forgiven. In the normal course, the karmas which one person indicates or inculcates in this birth, inculcates in this birth are reflected in this birth. But at the time of death, when a person is leaving his body, there are a number of balanced karmas which are remaining to be fulfilled, and those karmas are reflected in the person's next birth. In my last lecture on the fourth speciality of Sukhmani Sahib Ji, I had indicated some aspects in which my study of astrology also showed as to how the past birth karmas are reflected in the birth chart. I had indicated on the fifth house. I'm just taking this as an example. I repeat, Sikhism doesn't require astrology, but Sikhism also teaches us to take vidya, to take learning from other sources also, to prove that the Guru Arjan Sahib Ji is correct, and to prove that the logic of Guru Arjan Sahib Ji is scientifically proven, to prove that Guru Arjan Sahib Ji is indicating the correct things, and as a result of which I have go to discuss. When a person is born, sometimes a person is born with some kind of defects. For example, in years ago, one saint was brought a child who had no hands, who had no feet, whose eyes were also blind. He could not see. Now the parents questioned Santji as to why is this child born like this when he has not done anything wrong. The Santji replied, this is his past karma. In astrology, when people question good astrologers as to why two people born on the same time in two different houses, why are they born in different circumstances? Logically speaking, astrology fails over here. And Guru Arjan Sahib Ji and the true dharma, the true scriptures, the proper divine knowledge gives the answer. The answer is the karma. Two people born on the same time in two different houses, with two different parents, are in two different conditions. So here astrology would fail. If astrology says something is there, the circumstances would of course be varying. In the case of twins, I have an example. My next door neighbor had twin daughters. Years ago, when I was not very much involved in a lot in Sikhism. But of course, I used to do Nitnem and my Banis, due to which Guru Maharaj pulled me to himself. I had analyzed a birth chart, and quaintly I found that both the daughters would have marriage problems because the 8th house was not sound. But both the daughters had different natures. They looked like they were twins. They were born with a difference of 5 to 7 minutes. Both the daughter had a problem of divorce. But one daughter finally settled. The other daughter could not settle. Now, therein lies the difference of karmas. Similarly, a person who is born on the same day at different timings has different karmas, because in astrology explains this as the 5th house planetary difference and this degree and that degree, but that degree and this degree is nothing but a reflection of the past birth karmas, because divinity has a perfect way of settling what you have done in the past. If you do good, good comes to you. If you do bad, bad comes to you. If you do good, 100 times good will come to you. If you do bad, 100 times bad will come to you. Jo beje soi khave. If you put in a mango seed, you will definitely get a mango. If you put in a cactus seed, you will get a cactus. So these are the aspects on which the karmic theory is there. Janani janme saukinam padipurvan punyanam likhyate janam patrika. This is a Sanskrit word. This is a Sanskrit verse from the Hindu scriptures, which says that when a lady, Janani Janma Saukinam, when a lady is blessed with a child, that child is born with the karmas of the past which determine the birth chart, which means that the birth chart itself is nothing but a reflection of the past birth karmas. If you go to my lecture on Sikhism doesn't require astrology, I have explained this, and I have also explained over there how Sikhism and the Bani can take care of the astrological planetary differences. If the Bani can take care of the astrological planetary differences, it means that the past birth karmas can be cut by recitation of the Bani. Alright. Lekha koi na puchiye, jahar baksada. Of course, what has been written in the past birth, or what is written as a result of this birth's sins also, they have a result which is already written. But if there is a spiritual master as divine as the Almighty Himself. Guru Gobind Guru hai, Nanak Pet na pai. Guru Maharaj, the true spiritual Guru, has the power to communicate to the Almighty, and that power, that shakhsiyat, for example, Guru Nanak Maharaj, the 10 Padshahiyan, a saint, a proficient saint like Sant Kabir, Jesus Christ, Swami Nityanand of Ganesh Puri, Shirdi Sai Baba, these kind of saints like the Guru Granth Sahib Ji, Jagat Jyot, living Guru itself, they have the power of redeeming those kind of sins. The deeds which are written are struck off by them because their punyas, their powers and their good deeds are so high that it is equivalent to the Almighty, and they exchange all their good deeds with the result of your bad deeds, and they redeem you of your consequences which you ought to have followed. For example, sometimes people have a very bad dream and they feel that they are undergoing some kind of torture for 15-20 minutes. That dream lasts. It is actually the Guru's way of punishing you in your dream itself, so that that particular half an hour which you were supposed to realize and suffer in the real life, you realize it in the dreams and you cut off your karmas over there. Sometimes small obstacles will come which you can solve, but they are a penalty which is placed in a small way for a bigger obstacle which could have come to you, and for a bigger penalty which would have come to you, which are warded off by the small penalties given to you. That is how Guru Maharaj cuts those karmas. Now, I will give you a few examples. One day, there was a Musalman who was a resident of Jalandhar. He used to come to Baba, Sant Baba Sangat Singh Ji, Kamalia Wale, and he had lost everything in his business. Since he was a Musalman, some Sikhs over there were astonished as to why he has come to a Sikh saint. But for a saint, and specifically a Sikh saint, all religions, all people are equal. एक पिता एक कस के हम बारिक तू मेरा बुरहाई, ना को हिंदू ना को मुसलमान, कोई बोले राम राम, कोई खुदाई, कोई सेवे गोसैया, कोई अलाही. He fell at Babaji's feet and said that he could do something to save him. His clothes were worn out, his wife's clothes were worn out. Babaji gave him clothes, he also made him have food, and since he was not very proficient in Gurbani, Babaji gave him just 2 lines. And with these lines, the Musalman started saying these lines with a lot of devotion. A few days after that, in the Sangat, a Sikh Subedar came in. He was serving in the defense in 1899. And he employed this Musalman at 60 rupees per month to take care of his lands which he had. 60 rupees per month in 1899 was a very, very big amount. And with that he proceeded further. The Musalman's name is Abdul Karim Khan of Jalandhar. And soon thereafter, after taking care of all these lands of this Sikh Subedar, the man progressed further. Examples are replete with the power of Sukhmani Sahib. The power of Sukhmani Sahib attaches one to the Bani. A recitation of the Sukhmani Sahib 55 times is equivalent to the recitation of Sri Guru Granth Sahib once. So, the Sukhmani Sahib's part is a part within a part which attaches you to the Almighty instantaneously. Sukhmani Sahib was formed when Punjab was struck with a disease in order to ward off that disease and to ward off obstacles. As a result of which, the Bani was made with such concentration by Pancham Padshahi that it acquired lot of other qualities apart from warding off diseases. It acquired the quality of getting a person attached to God, and once a person gets attached to God, his deeds also start becoming better and better. And this is how Sukhmani Sahib wards off a lot of bad karmas. Now, I will give you another example of how Sukhmani Sahib will take care of the bad deeds which a person may have done. What happens is, with Sukhmani Sahib, the moment you get closer and closer to the Almighty, you start getting attached to Guru Maharaj's feet automatically. The moment you start reciting Sukhmani Sahib on a day-to-day basis, it's a prayer, it's a powerful prayer within an ocean of Sri Guru Arjan Dev. And it is made with a particular purpose of removing a lot of obstacles and bringing in prosperity. Obstacles in the form of health, obstacle in the form of other things. Eho nidan jape jan koe sab jug mein taki gat hoye. Sab jug mein, सारिया जुगा विच इस जामे विच भी ते आगे आने वाले जे तुसी फिर से इंसान दा लेके जन्म लेना है, उस जामे विच भी तुहानू ये हेल्प करेगी, तुहानू ये सहायता करेगी. एक संत महात्मा सीगे जिन्हां पंजवा जामा सीगा, जिन्हां दा पंजवा जामा सीगा इस ह्यूमन फॉर्म विच. ते 3 जामे पहले उन्होंने एक गलत काम कर दिता सीगा ते उन्होंने एक खुजली वाले कुत्ते नूं मार दिता सीगा अपने हथों. ते वो जिहड़ा पीरियड सी, द रिमेनिंग पार्ट of the period which the dog had to undergo suffering, he had killed a dog prematurely. The dog was suffering from an itching ailment and he had killed the dog. The remaining part of the dog's life, in which he was affected with that disease, that skin disease had fallen on the Santji. For a few days, the Santji was suffering from a very quaint kind of a disease. His devotees started doubting him. So Santji exposed it, that yes, this was the problem and this was what I had done and that is why I am repenting it. And he started Sukhmani Sahib's part. So what happened was, the disease also, because Sukhmani Sahib is made in such a concentrated way that it has to. Why did the disease struck Punjab? Because of past karmas, which means that Sukhmani Sahib had that power to ward off the past karmas due to which the diseases were cured in Punjab. So similarly, applying that very scientific, applying that very logical fact in this present circumstances, the Santji also got cured. A lot of patience the Bhagat has to have, the devotee has to have. Faith is very, very important. Christ, when he had cured a person of blindness, had told him that share these thoughts only with the person who is faithful. The unfaithful will make you believe, will disbelieve your faith, disbelieve your faith, and they will shake your faith also. Similarly, I will give you an example. Once there was a leper or a very handicapped man. He was in deep meditation. So Rishi Narad appeared in front of him. And he asked Rishi Narad, what can you give me? So Rishi Narad says, whatever is within your karmas, I will give you. So the leper said, I don't want what is within my karma. What is within my karma will always come to me. Give me something which is not within my karma. The answer came to the leper that you can get only from a true Guru, because a true Guru is bigger than the Devi Devta. The true Guru is Jivan Mukt. Guru Gobind Guru hai, Nanak Pet na bai. There is no difference or hardly any difference between the Almighty and the Guru. And that aspect of cutting your karma will be done only by that power which is equivalent to the Almighty, because directly relating to the Almighty and getting it done is difficult. For example, when you go to Supreme Court, I being a lawyer, or go to High Court, you require a good lawyer. The communication will make the thing work because the deeds of the lawyer, the way the lawyer presents the case, and in this case the deeds of the Guru are so high that the penalty is set off from the Guru's account. Sant Baba Ram Singh Ji, Amar Shahid Baba Ram Singh Ji used to say in his Sangat that whenever you do Ardas, you should supplicate before the Guru that my good deeds and my bad deeds be with you. Because if the good deeds and bad deeds both are with Guru Maharaj, the good deeds also fall within Guru Maharaj's ambit, his bank, and your bad deeds are automatically cut off. I'll give you my personal example. I was once at Shishganj years ago, in the year 2000. I was a baptized Sikh then also. And I had committed a serious offense, a serious moral crime about in 93 or 95, and that would always haunt me. I can't disclose that crime to you. I can't disclose that sin to you. It was not a legal crime, it was a moral sin. And I questioned to Guru Maharaj at Gurdwara Shishganj that will this bad deed of mine done unknowingly will be forgiven. And I used to recite Sukhmani Sahib a lot. I used to attend to Shahid Baba Ram Singh Ji's Sangat also. And miraculously, when I bowed my head at the Vora Sahib, at the underground place where Guru Maharaj's sheath was kept, and I got up, a Sikh who had just risen after bowing his head started saying, Galti maaf hai, galti maaf hai, galti maaf hai, you're forgiven, you're forgiven, you're forgiven. This is how Guru Maharaj replied to me. So, Guru Maharaj has this quality of cutting off the past birth's karmas or this birth's bad karmas also. Faith is required, and Sukhmani Sahib is like a jahaz. It's a prayer within a prayer which will help you come out of the transmigration of life after death. And cutting off karmas is one way Guru Maharaj helps you through Sukhmani Sahib or through his Bani or through his Simran done with faith in coming out of it. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh.